students. Today's topic is very interesting, that is how to get 5 on 5. Okay, so this is a revision class for second sem B.Sc students. Their topic I have taken, that's why it's a revision class for them. Okay, so actually, see, if you have, for example, if at all you have to attempt for 5 marks question, before you start writing the question or the answer, you will have to plan yourself how you are supposed to set up your answer. Okay, usually 5 marks question paper or the question requires around 2 pages of its answer. Okay, 1.5 to 2 page max to max. So how much to write, what to be written there? Okay, something which is not related, you cannot write it. Okay, that will not going to actually fetch you anything. How to write the related things, how you will have to put into an order. Okay, so first, for example, the question is like this: briefly explain the water vascular system of echinoderms. So before you think that what is water vascular system, if you just write it off directly, what is water vascular system, then what is there to write in the next, isn't it? So you have to plan what and all things need to be there into that particular question. Okay, so before you start, think for a minute. Okay, 1 minute you utilize to think what and all things need to be incorporated into that particular question. Okay, so this planning will help you to get 5 on 5, because the seeking of attention of evaluator is very important. As soon as I see your answer, they should feel that yes, this student has some knowledge and he or she knows it. Okay, so if at all you're good at diagram, first prefer drawing the diagram and then start writing the explanation, because diagram usually is a self-explanatory, correct? And as soon as we see the diagram, we will actually come to know that yes, this student knows this answer. Okay, the examiner or the evaluator will feel really happy to read your answer next. Okay, it will be impressed. Seeking attention is very important. Okay, so the first point that I have chosen here to write is, it is a unique system of echinoderms which helps mainly in locomotion. Okay, this is the first point which says us how important is water vascular system. Okay, and it's a unique feature of the echinoderms. So 2 points I've combined there and I've given one sentence which makes clear statement saying that I know what is water vascular system. Okay, I am writing the answer and I know what is water vascular system, what exactly it means. Okay, so there it clears the clears the mind of the evaluator. Yes, this student knows what it is. Okay, once he thinks that yes, he knows the answer, then your answer will be very nice to be read by him or her. Okay, so this is the first diagram which I have actually shown here. Okay, I have drawn a diagram. It takes about 5 minutes, max to max 5 minutes if you are fast at drawing. See, I have drawn the diagram with pencil and labeled them with a pen. Okay, if you are very sure with the labelings, you can label it with pen because it will be very brightly seen. Okay, so labelings can be done with a pen so that it will be clearly seen properly, your alphabets. Okay, so if you're fast at writing the capitals, you can write it with capitals. If it is small letters, doesn't mind, write it with small letters, but don't make the diagram too shabby. Okay, by labeling throughout the diagram. Okay, so see to that as possible as you can put it into one side, like how I have put here. So it will be too clumsy if I put these two also here, so that I have shifted them towards the left hand side, and the rest I have labeled them down. Okay, so here is the picture of the water vascular system, which consists of tube feet, madreporite, stone canal, Tiedemann bodies, radial canal, and tube feeds, lateral canal, and pentagonal ring canal. Okay, so points. Let us go on with the points. Water vascular system consists of the following parts. What and all parts that it consists of. One by one, quoting them, I have started writing. So madreporite. Madreporite is a thick, rounded, sieve-like calcareous plate present on the arboreal surface of the central disc. Okay, so it is present on the arboreal surface of the central disc. So if you see the diagram, you can come to know that it is the central disc will be usually here for the starfishes. Sea stars. We shouldn't call as starfish. It is a sea star. Okay, so the arboreal surface has that disc-like structure wherein there the madreporite is present. Okay, so here I have used some color. If you can see it, isn't it? With a green color, I have underlined a few words there. Those words are really important for that particular point. Say like arboreal surface. So arboreal surface of the central disc only you can see the madreporite, not on the oral surface. Okay, oral surface which has the mouth, arboreal surface is the other side of the mouth part. Okay, so it is present on the arboreal surface. That is very important here. Okay, so that's why I have underlined them. See, you may get time, you may not get time. You can you may think that decorating all these things may take a lot of time. Decorating things do not fetch anything for us. See, why have we underlining them? You can underline with pencil also directly, or the pen which you are writing also you can just underline. There is nothing wrong in it. If at all you have ready color pencils with you, take some color pencils with you when you go for an exam. Okay, instead of taking a pencil, you can take one of the color pencil and just underline it, so that it really looks good, colorful. Okay, stone canal, also known as madreporite canal. Okay, this small diagram of this only I have drawn. See here, if you can see this diagram, here you can see a stone canal. This is the madreporite. Okay, it's a very simple diagram, isn't it? So S-shaped diagram I have drawn off very fast, so that you can say that it is a stone canal. S-shaped, I have underlined it. On oral side into a ring canal around the mouth. Okay, so here the stone canal is S-shaped on the oral side. Okay, it is coming from the oral side around the mouth. Okay, so ring canal around the mouth, you can see that diagram, and have underlined a few of the words there. Okay, which is very important. Ring canal. Ring canal is what? Ring canal is the one which is here, pentagonal ring canal, which is in the pentagonal shape. Okay, this canal we call it as a ring canal. So ring canal is wide pentagonal canal forming a ring around the esophagus. Okay, so that here also I have not underlined. Yes, you can underline the esophagus here. Tiedemann bodies. So what are these Tiedemann bodies? Tiedemann bodies are also known as what? Racemose glands. Okay, so there are 9 Tiedemann bodies in the water vascular system. They open into the ring canal. Very simple. Okay, as you see, you can see here 9 Tiedemann bodies, and they are present in the ring canal, opens into the ring canal. Okay, and their arrangement is like a racemose. That's why it's called as racemose glands. Pollen vesicles. Pollen vesicles are not there in the diagram which I have labeled there, because they are not able to see in that particular diagram. Okay, they are behind. These are pear-shaped, thin-walled contractile bladders situated along the interradii and opens into the ring canal. Okay, they are actually in between the radii of the disc. Okay, so they probably store water and thus help in regulating pressure in water vascular system. Okay, radial canal. Radial canal lies below the umbilical vesicles and terminates as lumen of the terminal tentacles. So they terminates as a lumen of the terminal tentacles, and they are below the umbilical vesicles. So umbilical vesicles is an important point that we'll have to mention the word. So I've underlined that, and I've also we're supposed to underline the terminal tentacles. So the next point that I've chosen is the lateral canal. Okay, the lateral canal is of two series, alternatively long and short, in such a way that each short canal has a long canal on its opposite side, and vice versa. Okay, each lateral canal opens into the tube feet. If you see the diagram, here see one which is the longer canal, then one short, one long and one short, which you can see, okay, which is alternatively arranged so that the space for that particular tube feet is sufficient and properly fixing there. Okay, so that's the modification of that particular structures. So tube feet, there are two double rows of tube feet. There are, of course, see, if the lateral canals are in two rows and they are in two series, one alternate, and they end in the tube feet. Okay, so that's why they are double rows of the tube feet in each arm. That is, in each arm you can see two rows, double rows. Each tube feet can be distinguished into three regions. What are the three regions? Ampulla, podium, sucker. How will you label them? You can just draw a small diagram of a tube feet, which is the lateral canal. This is the lateral canal, and this is the tube feet. Ampulla, podium, and the sucker. Sucker is at the terminal end, so that it can hold on to a particular structure, because they are the crawling organisms. They require the suckers. See the same diagram which is there here. I have labeled the parts there also. Okay, each color indicates here what I am see the color, same color I have even underlined with the same color there. If you can do that, it's well and good, or else you can underline with pencil also your important points or the important words in that particular answer. Okay, so here ends up the example of how you actually plan your answer and write for the 5 marks. Okay, what is its exact function and what and all the structures that it has, and how are you going to write it. Okay, that is enough for you to get 5 marks. Okay, so usually you get around 2 marks for the diagram, and the rest 3 marks will be as you have written the points. Okay, so the planning of writing the answer is very important. This will not take you more than 10 minutes, or maybe 12 minutes if you can consider. If you are a little slow, you can take up 12 minutes to write 5 marks question. There's nothing wrong. You will have sufficient time. Each 5 marks question you can take 12 minutes of time and complete it. Okay, if you very well know it, I think you can complete it by 10 minutes. Okay, more than 10 minutes there's nothing to write also, and you have completed everything because you have planned before only. Okay, if you doesn't plan and if you just start writing, that will take longer time because you don't know what to write next. Okay, so plan your answer and then write it, so that you can seek an attention of an examiner. Okay, so all the best, do well. Okay, see you soon with the next video, how to score well for another for other mains. You will be having 3 parts, isn't it? So this is the one part which I have taken for 5 marks. I'll be telling you how to get 10 on 10 also. The same question, if you have to write it for 10 marks, then how will you write it? Okay, that will be in the second part. See you soon with that part, and stay tuned with the channel. Okay, thank you. If you have liked it, please like and comment.